What would I do if I could feel?
About like a motherfucker tonight.
We're not guests. We are residents.
Co-host, residents.
Okay. You'd be nothing without us.
The fabulous to my left, fresh out of Jessup ankle bracelets was just taken off this evening. B. Johnson.
I'm not appreciating these ankles. These angles. How y'all doing? Hello. Good night. Good evening.
To my right, in his fabulous dinner jacket.
Yeah.
And his party jacket looked like that motherfucker just come from paintballing.
Gordon Cottrell, come on.
That motherfucker got a Gordon Cottrell paintball jacket on.
You a mess.
You look good,
Mr. Norman.
What's up, y'all? What's up,
Norman?
God damn it, we back again. I told you to put the shit on wrestling, man. I want to be able to watch it. Trump did
You ain't
switch
wrestled enough today?
Trump has switched the office around. He made it look real fucking fabulous.
We got air for all the people that was concerned last week.
Now that we don't need it because it's in the fucking 50s outside. Shit, it was hot than a motherfucker last week. We got our 7-day Adventist checkup. Let's see. Today I went to the doctor twice. I had to go get this fucking boot on my. You know, getting old is fucked up. See. I get this fucking thing on my boot. Is
that like a 21st century ankle bracelet?
Yeah, it's a 21st century ankle bracelet with GPS monitoring on it. No, I got I took the kids to King's Dominion in June, and I had on some
You ain't had that on last week.
I had what on last week?
That bracelet.
I didn't have it on last week. I just went and got this from the doctor today.
Oh, okay.
Let me finish my story, Norman, before you try to break my shit
though,
down.
So it kind of like patted.
Hey, I got high top felines.
Patted his ankles.
Fuck you. Shit, I'm rocking them now.
Yeah,
look,
you doing it.
I had some fucked up Reeboks on, and I walked through the park, and my feet was, I got flat ass feet, so
Reeboks
my feet was fucked up.
Were
so
they 5411s, size 7? No.
Okay. Y'all wait, because she's getting it tonight. You can best believe.
That's okay, because I have my glasses on so I can look smart.
So that's what happened to me. What happened to you the last 7 days?
Let me finish.
We'll let you. We'll jump back into the. What happened with your motherfucking ass this week? I keep seeing you on that bridge. When you gonna jump?
I'm never gonna jump.
You never gonna jump?
I'm gonna jump when you jump first.
Nah, that's all right. I don't fuck around with that bridge, man.
Why is that? Because
I remember when they had that accident in D.C. and the plane hit the bridge.
And for those who don't know, Norman trains on the Woodrow Wilson Bridge.
A long ass bridge that's about 5 or 6 miles.
That connects Virginia.
He walks his ass. What's gonna happen is he gonna wear one of these flamboyant ass jackets like he got on now, and that wind from Potomac gonna blow his motherfucking ass over the side.
And they're gonna say, "Oh, toot toot, oh beep beep." Yes, come on, Norman.
So We're going to save B dumb shit for later. Because she did some dumb shit today. You know, she sent us the message, and Trump, you got your mic on because I need your input.
Look here. I mean, I can get into it if you want to get into it.
No, we're not going to get into it.
My chest.
What? You're fuck it. Trump.
I need to get it off my
Cue
chest.
the motherfucking music, man. We need to go straight into this.
Oh, do I have an intro for my,
yes, we do.
for my dumb ass?
For dumb ass.
I got intro for my dumb ass.
Let's do that intro. Find the intro right now.
See, they done had a discussion that I don't even know about. What's the music?
Y'all tried me on my time.
Yeah, we're going to do it on your time. I wanted to make it special. I got some horrible feedback, so I ain't going to do my shit. You said the intro to the theme song.
Look, they try to come for you. They ain't even got the shit right.
Like, get your call before you come for me.
This is our segment. We're going to start this shit up called You Big Dummy. It's a segment that B came up with for people who do dumb shit during the week. And the first contestant up is B Johnson. Take it away, B.
Let my music finish playing. I got to feel all of this. Okay.
I mean, the shit that she did.
Okay. All right.
The reason it's so bad.
You can turn me down.
The reason it's so bad is because
let me
B is not stupid.
No, I'm
B
smart.
Is very
and that's why I put my
intelligent.
glasses on so y'all can see I'm smart. Okay.
B is very intelligent,
Just
but
in
the
case you
shit
thought
she
I
did
wasn't.
is fucking ridiculous. So,
all right.
We talk about the last 7 days. So something happened in B's life.
Yes.
In the last 7 days that she's trying to make a change, a permanent change, and
okay.
I'll let her explain it.
So I had a court date today.
A court date.
A court date.
Traffic ticket?
No, I'm very legal. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and this is why I may have been a little unintelligent in my moves today. So I had a court date for my divorce.
You married?
Don't do that.
Somebody married your
That's what you're not going to do. Oh, don't do that. Okay, it was amicable and mutual.
What's amicable and mutual? Explain that.
It was a mutual agreement amongst
so you
the
all
both
agree?
of us. Like we're cool.
You agree?
And I'm gonna get to it. We're cool. We're good.
So he decided that.
Known him for 20 years.
He decided that.
Why don't you just let her finish instead of trying to narrate
Can I get in my story?
Okay. Give somebody some sense of control on that.
I'm trying to get the comedic effect of fucking with your sensitive ass.
Is it your life or my life?
Go ahead. Do your thing.
So of course we had proceedings today, the hearing, and so judge, nice old judge. I sat and watched everybody's case beforehand and fill her out. There's a line of questioning she has to ask. She's like, okay, is this still something you want to do? Yeah. She's like, okay, I have to ask. And then I have to go through this list of questioning. So it's like, have you all been separated? Yeah, check. You cohabitating? That's living together. For my people, that's a little challenge. No, check. That's we good on that too. And so I wasn't expecting the next question. And usually I'm up on my game. I'm real quick with it. So
you were
the next
just a little
question.
Nervous.
Yeah, I was because I had a lot of anxiety leading up to this. So the next question was, so have you all had relations?
A lovely relation.
I said, huh? And so, like for me, like my face doesn't lie. My face gives me away all the time, and I don't lie either. I'm like a law-abiding citizen. I raised my hand high, and I made the pledge that I'm going to tell the truth and whole truth. Yes, but the whole time I'm looking at him, like for confirmation. Like, can I lie? Like you never know. So, I think that the hesitation when I said "huh" kind of gave me away. So. I was like, well, yes. Then her next question was like, well, in the last 6 months, yes. So, she asked me when the last time, and basically last week. But, so she was like,
I know she was loving that shit.
No, she looked at her head was tilted like mine. I'm like,
Hey.
So I was like, well, what day is it? Hold up. But I didn't know. So she's saying to me, she said, well, legally, I just can't approve. And I'm like, but why? Like, what does that have to do with marriage?
You big dummy.
What does having relations have to do with marriage?
Had lovely relations.
Like I'm saying, like, you know, the institute of marriage and getting this legal document, what does sex have to do with it? Like Tina Turner says, what love have to do with it? Oh, get out of my life, okay? So basically, wasn't granted and got a continuance or whatever. But I feel like the biggest idiot for 6 months.
Oh,
so
okay.
like we gotta curve each other for 6 months. You know,
or you just gotta not tell the judge that y'all fucking.
I know, but I'm saying, like,
You big dummy.
shut up. So I'm like, I mean, I wanted to lie, but I'm like, you know, I didn't, you know what he was gonna give. So like, if I lied, would he turn around and be like, no, judge, I blowed her back out last week? Like, you know what? I don't want to be put in that predicament. And then, you know, they go out the case and all that.
So moving 6 months ahead, when you pose with the same questions again, what are you going to, even if y'all do have sex?
I'm like, no, not since that week before you asked me last time. But
okay.
Like, so, but
well, at least
I felt like Kelly Bundy.
Yeah,
to the third power. Like, I mean, I wasn't expecting that question, for one, and
so
for two, I didn't know I could lie, because like basically she was looking at me like, why didn't you lie? Like, but I didn't know.
Here's what I
didn't
don't
know.
understand.
But it's the whole thing is stupid. What does sex have to do with marriage?
Sort of like everything.
No, because in my mind, marriage is a partnership. It's like a business. So if your business isn't working out, what do? You dissolve the business, right? But I mean, you might still have some good parts. Like maybe you sold a few, like if you in your retail, maybe you sold a few pieces.
Right.
But your business wasn't making enough, you know, revenue. So we was good over there. It's just the business of it wasn't right. You know. So like, what does that have to do with it?
So basically what you say.
I think
Did they ask him any questions?
No, because like I'm the plaintiff, so
So you filed.
Yeah,
okay.
I filed. So the questions start with me, so I didn't get to him. But I didn't like. I don't want to get caught up.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Help me understand something. You filed for divorce.
Yes.
Apparently, there's something. The marriage is
irretrievably
broken.
Yeah.
Okay. So this shit ain't to be fixed. But you still fucking your husband.
Yeah, starting and bopping. Like, but why not? Why shouldn't I? Like, I mean, that's like, shut up. That's like, I mean, that's like,
why dissolve
that's
the
like
marriage?
the consolation prize. Like, I mean, if this part ain't work out, I mean, at least I can get that
I mean,
part.
at least you feel comfortable with having
exactly.
sex with
Well, like
them,
we good. Like, I mean, I'd rather do that. Like, you know, we got years in this game, so I'd rather do that than be with a stranger.
You still not making me understand, because here's the thing: if the marriage is what's the word? Irretrievably broken. Whatever the fuck that means. I ain't got my thesaurus today. But if it's to the point where you are going to divorce.
Because my like I said, my thoughts on marriage is something totally different. It's a partnership.
Why did you file?
Because the business of marriage. Like, you know, we weren't on the same page at that.
He got tired of seeing her motherfucking ass coming out the goddamn shower with her ashy ass knees.
So,
he
like,
ain't want to have nothing to do with that.
But my thing is, why does relations, like, I think that's something that just doesn't agree with the times that we're in now. Like, what does that have to do? Like, we're at a point where, like, women can choose. Like, we want to be equal and all that. So, yeah, we can have relations without attachment.
Right.
So why should that be, like, grounds for divorce? Like, I really don't understand. Shut up.
Look.
But ain't nobody give me the memo ahead of time.
If you filing for divorce because some shit is not working out, why are you backsliding? Going back to the meat, all this meat out here. You going back to the
all
one
meat
motherfucker.
Ain't good meat.
All meat ain't good meat. I don't know. That's you and Norm.
All meat ain't good.
I'm saying
all meat ain't good meat. Okay.
I'm saying that if you file for divorce, why is you backsliding to the old meat? I mean, if it's done, it's done. You pick up the pieces and you move on. I'm still wondering, why would you go in all your fabulousness and admit to this fucking judge
I know. That's
that you still taking pipe from the husband that you telling him you want to be released from the marriage from?
I felt like Kelly Bundy at that point.
Well, you are blonde.
I had to do, I could have tried to spin it, but like, I don't want to be like I'm wasting the people's time or whatever.
So
but
the
this law,
the cases before you,
an actual, I mean, it was different things, but you know, we were like the first case of that. But I mean, you have this archaic ass law.
Yeah, you got some archaic laws out here.
That like, it makes no sense to me.
I know an archaic law. There's a law in Onslow County, North Carolina, that between the hours of 12 and 2, a man can take his wife to the steps of the courthouse and whoop her with a belt.
Excuse me?
Where?
There in Onslow County, North Carolina, which serves Jacksonville, North Carolina, which sits outside of Camp Lejeune. There's a law in Onslow County that on Sunday between 12 and 2, a man could take his wife and beat her with a belt on the steps of the courthouse.
Okay.
So all you fellas down there, all you Marines, when these hoes get out of line, tell them let's go down to the courthouse.
They also have a law, and because I printed out some dumbass laws that they still have going that are in place. And one of them, another one that's in North Carolina, is that it's against the law to sing off key, and I'm all for that. And now, in North Carolina,
you should have heard the music before we came into this session.
Oh, don't do that, man.
So Mary, 1990s Mary, baby, you would have been locked down at the concert.
You probably skipped the whole state.
She would have been locked down. It's against the law to sing off key. And I'm like, I'm thinking of all the singers that are from North Carolina, and they sang down, like your Fantasias and your KCs. They got a lot of struggle in their voice. Because it's against the law to sing off key. They got to be on top of their game. What's his name?
Ruben Studdard?
Was Anthony Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
Like North Carolina, like they got some struggle in their voice.
Yeah,
like
the struggle is not to sing off key.
Exactly, because they don't want to go down.
You have a lot of states
for being off key.
You have a lot of states that make sodomy illegal. You might want to find those states.
I mean,
I don't need to.
You know what? I'm gonna need you to get your life together.
You might need to find out what those states are, Norman.
Why
because
why would I need?
Because she's trying it. Look at us upgrading.
I'm just saying.
No, Thornell sat last week, the whole week, and figure how he could just light our asses up.
Okay, you got to do better.
I'm just saying. But then again, that sodomy is defined as more than just anal sex. Sodomy is defined in a lot of places as anything besides sex between man and woman in the missionary position. So if you flip your woman over and you start smashing from the back, doggy style, that's considered sodomy. And in a lot of places in the United States, that's considered illegal. They don't enforce it.
So I would have been posted.
But you know, if they motherfucker do a drug raid and come into your motherfucker house and you getting some head, they can charge you with possession and fucking sodomy. So that's fucking ridiculous to me.
And also in Gainesville, Georgia, and I just moved from Atlanta like last year. It's illegal. You're not allowed to eat fried chicken in any other way other than using your hands. So I could have been locked all the way down. This is in Gainesville, Georgia. That's
so
about
you eat
an hour outside of Atlanta.
That should be the law.
Because I'm a lady. So yes,
I would. Bougie ass eat fried chicken with a chicken.
I don't like to be out in public with sauce and grease and all that on my hands.
That's why you wash your hands or you get a fucking wet nap or napkin.
I'm sitting there with my fork.
Do you know how much
you
fucking?
Actually do that with the
I
fork?
actually
Really?
do. Yes,
oh
I actually do.
Do you know?
You didn't get my picture of me with my fork and my
I've seen that.
Yes, like I actually do, and
I've just been
little
informed.
wingettes at that.
I just been informed that oral sex is illegal in the state of Virginia.
Is it really?
Head is illegal in the state of Virginia. This is why the fuck I stay out of Virginia. This is exactly why. It ain't got nothing to do with the tickets.
That's why they a little uptight.
Yeah, they're a little fucking uptight. You
uptight.
can't get your dick sucked in Virginia or get no head. And I know plenty of people get their dick sucked and get some head in Virginia, but The fact of the matter is you can't do it. How the fuck do you create? Who the fuck came up with this law? Who was sitting there?
That's what I want to know.
Who was sitting there thinking, you know what? We have a problem in this county. It needs to be addressed. Milton, I think it's time that we make oral copulation illegal here, Fauquier County, Virginia,
Not Fauquier.
1966. Who the fuck does that?
Where we get the good snow.
Where we get the good snow.
These kids are out of school. Keep things out of your mouth. Yeah.
That is disgusting.
I just think, like, I mean, if you're two consenting adults, you should be able to do what the hell you want to do, whether or not you're
Apparently
married
not.
or not. Yeah, apparently not. So, I know I said I was running for mayor, and so, you know, that's going to be my platform that, you know.
That's
some
interesting.
things that we need to go
It's
ahead
interesting
and rid
that you say that
ourselves
because
of.
the person I went on prom with, I ended up getting a text message from her campaign headquarters today, and she's running for fucking alderman in Chicago.
Okay.
That's kind of fucking weird because I've known her since high school, and I'm like, I could come back home and fuck your whole shit.
And she dealt with you?
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What's that? That's why. That's.
She's not making too many good choices. That's
Ooh, very good, very good.
That was a good one, right?
But
Yeah.
you notice there wasn't no fucking sound effect to go with that, did you? You go outside, and your shit on flats.
You're
don't say that.
fugazi producer over here.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, okay, so, you know, the moral of that, if I want to thought and bop
You
with
want to
my
thought about?
husband or husband-to-be, I should be able to do what I like, and that has nothing to do with anything else.
I got a beef
that
with y'all
we
though.
have
I got a beef with
going
both of
on.
y'all, cause y'all jumped on me after we left the studio the other day, last week. Mm-hmm. Do you remember what that was fucking about?
About your ankles?
No.
Oh.
Oh, you trying to be funny?
That didn't-
Oh, that was a rim shot.
yes,
Give a rim
was it?
shot. Hey, Trump.
about your ankle.
Cue
He
up
tried that, talking about
clip,
giving him a rim shot.
Cue up that clip. Cue up that clip last week. That I sent. Yeah.
Was it of your neck size?
No.
You don't have no white friends?
No.
You need to diversify your portfolio.
I don't have friends.
And I can see that.
I mean, friends is a very thrown around word.
Associates. Let me say, do you have any close white associates?
No. That's not by design.
yeah. No, it's because you're angry.
That's not
Yeah.
by
Angry.
design.
You
I mean,
get
ask
out.
me, do I have any Hispanic friends?
White
Ask
people
me,
have
do I
plenty of pluses.
Why is it? Why? Hold
They
on.
pay for drinks
Well,
at-
no,
at
Let
happy
me ask you,
hour.
do you have any Hispanic friends?
I don't have no Hispanic friends.
African friends?
I don't have any African friends. What I don't understand is why is the barometer for friendship and making sure you're not a racist person is you got to have a white friend.
We didn't say that, but I said diversify.
Yeah.
You don't
Portfolio.
have to. You don't have to
It's expand
diversify.
your horizons.
So, this is the bullshit that I had to deal with last week. Last week, I simply said, I don't have white friends. And the United Nations here end up ganging up on me outside because I said I don't have a white friends. What in the fuck? Explain to me the importance of having white friends and the necessity of having white friends.
I mean, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be white, but you need to diversify. Like,
Why do I
learn
need
about
to
some cultures other than
Why do I
own.
need to
Because you're
diversify?
talking about, you need to know what you're talking about. As far
I can
Yeah,
learn
exactly.
about white people without having to have them as friends.
Google's not going to give you the whole the whole spectrum.
You don't have to.
Like-
you don't have to use Google. You
Maybe
can do
what
mere
you're
observation.
Googling is making you angry.
It's
and uptight.
Yes, towards white
first
people.
of all,
White
I'm
people
not
are
uptight.
awesome, as I said last
I'm not
week. Did you hear it?
uptight.
I said it again. They're awesome.
I'm not uptight. I'm not quite as loose as Norman here, but I'm not uptight. But here's
Well,
the
I'm not as loose as B.
Wait a minute. But at least I'm thoughting and bopping for my husband, okay?
Ooh, that's why your motherfucking ass gonna have to wait another 6 months. But here's the thing that I find
Lie.
interesting. Nobody else has this conversation in their communities. Nobody in the Asian community is saying, why don't you have any black friends? And nobody in the Jewish communities is saying, why don't you have any Arab friends? Nobody in the Hispanic community is saying, why don't you have any Pakistani friends? We only do that in the black community as if we have to be validated
No.
and proven to not be racist like the races we have historically had to deal with by accepting and embracing white folks.
No. I'm going to disagree with you on that.
Okay, then explain.
And just because those groups that you mentioned, all of them outside of black folks stick together. Mm-hmm. They stick together. They support their own. They ride for their own. Black folks are the only group that do not. They're a cutthroat group of people. And so at that point, you have to kind of like venture out.
Right.
To kind of, what am I getting at? You have to venture out to get a broader view.
I just wanted to insert
because you know we
that the views of B. Johnson.
I'm dead serious. Like
are hers and hers alone.
Like you know, them jock straps and stuff that you was trying to sell. Did you really get those across with black folks?
Oh,
like had you not?
Was he really?
Like had you broadened your horizon, like you might have been a multi-millionaire by now. But I'm saying, like,
let me hear your take on this.
Take on what?
On
I'm
what
just saying, like we're the only group that does not we do not support our own.
We are.
We do not support our own.
I don't fucking agree with that.
We have the crabs in the barrel mentality. Like the next person can't do better than me.
I think what we do.
If we were still in slavery, we were probably enslaved. We would probably be as close as we should be. But we're not.
I think we
that was very Kanye-ish.
I know.
Yeah. But you said something. Yeah. Even though you know.
I think I think some black people tend to place this pathology of fucked upness on black people, like the shit that we experience, nobody else experienced, nobody else goes through. Of course, many may not go through it to the degree that we have, but we don't have a monopoly on bad behavior. And I don't believe, my personal belief, and I had this discussion with someone today, my personal belief is I'm cool with black people. I'm happy being around black people.
You just said you don't have black friends either.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I said, no, what I said in that clip from last week is we throw the word friend around too much and too freely. So if a motherfucker 2 weeks and he like a couple comments on your goddamn social media, all of a sudden you consider him a friend? No. My friend, my best friend, I've known since I was 3 years old. My nephew, who is attending Howard University, he's not my biological nephew, but I grew up with his uncles. And his mother and I went to school together from kindergarten all the way to college. Same school, same classes.
Still not your friend.
That's who I would consider a friend. I can't meet someone and in the last 6 months say, oh, this person is my friend, because my criteria for you being my friend is very high. It's not something that I throw around loosely. And then I also don't subscribe to this thing because I don't see Asians do it. I don't see anybody in anybody else's community do it. And you just shot your own argument in the foot when you say, well, black people, we don't stick together. We don't do this. We don't do that. So we need to diversify. Well, maybe we don't need to diversify. Maybe we need to concentrate more on doing the things that you say we don't do instead of always trying to integrate ourselves into other people's bullshit, which has us where we at today.
Okay. And I'm looking in the chat group, and I want to clarify some things because it says, Cynthia, hey, Cynthia girl, she said that the crabs in the barrel doesn't apply to all black people, and I didn't say that it did. But a lot of black folks have a crab in a barrel mentality.
People have crabs in a barrel
and you know
mentality.
what? And you can relate it all the way back to slavery, like so where we had to compete against ourselves. Like you can relate it back to that, like. How does you can't negate the fact that does exist.
How does crabs in a barrel mentality? Okay, see what you're doing is equivalent to what white people do to us. It's like you have domestic violence, which is a problem with men being domestically violent against women across the board. But then what they do is they'll take an isolated incident of a black man doing it, and they'll make black men the picture perfect person of domestic violence. Or you have men sexually assaulting and raping women across the board, but then they'll take a black man like Bill Cosby and make him the poster boy for rape and sexual assault in women. So what you basically done is you take something that's endemic upon all people being crabs in a barrel. You have crabs in the barrel Jews. That's why you have liberal and conservative Jews. You have crab in the barrel Hispanics. That's why you have some Hispanics who are called coconuts. They're brown on the outside, white on the inside.
Agreed.
They identify with everybody that every racist, xenophobic policy that white racist people have.
Agree.
You have crabs in the barrel in everybody, but when we think of crabs in the barrel, especially when many of us as black people talk about it, crabs in the barrel, poster child black people. I can't agree with that.
No, I speak on that and black folks because I can't speak on another race and nationality. I can't.
But what did you say? What did you say in the beginning? You say black people have this problem, as if nobody else has this problem. Everybody has this problem.
Okay, but I'm speaking on black because that's what I can speak on and I can identify.
If crabs in the barrel is the problem, then how is the solution going? I mean, because I can't see how you correlating solving the issue of crabs in the barrel and black people not having unity with going out and befriending and diversifying your portfolio by having all these people as friends outside of your community.
This is why I'm saying that we may do it and that we may need to because we can't come together because we can't come together.
Well, I know you do. You probably took you a whole lot
because
of
we can't come together. Like I would very much like to see a Black Wall Street. I would very much like to see that.
Oh God, you stupid as shit.
But I'm waiting for the right program to get us in that direction. We haven't seen it yet.
Nationality ding-a-ling is what?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Can we get a sound effect with that shit?
Look, and I'm hitting on Brazil in 2 months.
Wait a minute. Let me get to this because Lauren hit the nail on the head. Lauren says she has Lauren Mathis here on our chat group because we are checking in, and I'm up in business on the business today. She says she has a wine business and it's a struggle. Folks always looking for a freebie, and a lot of black owners. Let me say freebie and look at black owners as less than compared to any other business. So I mean it's real in the field. This is this is true stuff. What I'm talking about. I'm not just trying to plan it on black folks, but that's what I can speak from.
Me and you are in business in roughly the same business, and me and you joke about that time of the year when we got to deal with the bullshit.
Right.
But this is what I've come to realize as a black business owner in dealing with black people. Is that it's not endemic to black people.
No.
Because white people who have businesses, the majority of the people that they see are other white people. And the customers that give them the most shit and the most hell are those white people. The problem is, and the difference between everybody else that has that experience as a black business owner or a person, as from a black business owner's perspective, is we talk about it as if it's endemic to black people that we serve and sell to. But from the black person's consumer standpoint, these are the same motherfuckers who will talk about black businesses don't give you the best customer service, but then will walk into an Asian carryout and put their fucking money behind some bulletproof glass because an Asian person sees every black person that come into their establishment as a potential robber. So it's a problem on both ends. I just don't believe that the solution to our problem is more white people. We've had enough of white people.
We don't keep bashing white people.
No, I'm not bashing.
I'm not bashing them. Everybody. We're not going to just say white people. You got Hispanics. You got all types of nationalities.
Right. So when I said,
it's kind of hard to convince somebody
was,
that don't believe in God.
Right.
First of all.
How is that?
Because you don't believe in God.
You got some sound effects? Can we get
a womp womp?
Can we get a womp womp womp? Okay.
Yeah.
You got a sound effect of a cloud flying by.
How does my belief in God play into this? Or lack of belief, whichever way you want to define it. How does it? Because you said it, back it up. Don't chew your gum, motherfucker, looking at me. Say what you... How does it play?
Because I think you really close-minded. And I think you close-minded when it comes to just like basically what B said, kind of just putting submerging yourself into
your gay ass here. How the fuck am I close?
You got me where? You got me here?
I got you here in the studio.
But you've been gay bashing too, so like
always gay bashing. I mean, you're gay bashing.
The Rainbow Kids gonna be outside of the studio, baby, and they're going tie-dye and whip your ass.
Don't I woman bash?
Not as
you do.
No, you do.
You don't like people.
I do.
But this is what I'm saying.
Do I white people? Do I white people bash?
Everybody bash.
I bash everybody.
He hates himself. I mean, somebody that hates themselves.
That has nothing.
It has a lot to do with your self-esteem, your confidence.
I think you're afraid.
Afraid
I
of
think
what?
you're afraid, and that it's going to taint your image.
Afraid of
that
what?
you're going to have an awesome time with, with white folks or Spanish folks or somebody who is not the
he's,
same.
so he's really like
as
Trump.
you.
He's
The
really
first
like
black,
Trump
the
in a
first
black
black,
skin.
the first black slaves that got on them ships thought they was going to a
have
party.
a hell of a rainbow time.
Yeah, you
and
should.
You're afraid of that.
No, hold on.
You're
Let me
afraid of
let me
that.
ask. Let
That's
me
what you
ask.
are.
Let me ask the resident homosexual gay guy
They can say,
at the table. Have you ever?
And you're going to get the vogue
As
in.
long as you've known me, have you ever got the vibe in dealing with me that I had issues with gay people?
No.
Yes. they
So
say
now you just
I mean,
totally
just-
contradicted
no,
They're
yourself.
saying you woman bash and
I
you
didn't say
bash
you have an
people
issue
terribly.
I bash-
I know you don't have a problem with gay people, but I think you gay bash whenever you have the opportunity to.
I bash
And it's
because I like seeing people squirm. I fuck with you all the time. And you don't squirm. So I'm like, I can't get this motherfucker off his square. Let me go leave him alone. Then I go talk about me and her fucking A-cups. She don't get upset. I can't get her off her square. Let me go find somebody else to trigger.
So why you always gotta fucking find somebody to fuck with?
Because I have a lot of time on my hands
you
to
don't have a lot.
entertain,
You're afraid.
to
You don't have
entertain
a lot.
myself.
Afraid.
I have to entertain
Come out of your
myself.
box.
That's what a woman is
I'm
for.
not coming out my box.
It's raining men. Hey,
Hallelujah,
hallelujah.
it's
You feel it in your
raining
soul. Hey, hey, yes.
And when you go,
Ah.
First of all, the views of B and Norman are
You
not
see
the
how he
views
smiled a little bit?
of
That,
TJ
that frown
Chicago.
That was
turned
the twinkle
upside
in his
down.
This is
song.
some bullshit right here.
You got your second color of your rainbow
we
in your
trying to get
halo.
we trying to get the other.
You got a yellow in there with your green.
Let's get focused. Let's get focused
Yes.
again. And again, let's go back to the point that we was talking about. Why is it that it's a bad thing that I have either consciously or subconsciously elected to surround myself with, to interact with, to reproduce with, to be in relationship with, to hang out with, to party with, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, people that I identify with which are other black people? Why is that problematic? Why is it problematic that I am gravitating to those who look like me? You don't see a lion hanging out with elephants. You don't see a cat chilling with a pack of dogs. So why is it that I'm going to, and if you try to say we're the
human.
same, that is a fucking lie. We are different from our appearance down to our culture, to the way we prepare our food, to the way we rear our children. We are fundamentally different.
We are human.
We're human.
Race.
You
So
human.
that's what connects us as a people.
You have human. You have a cat. You have a lion. You have a fucking tiger.
we all bleed
They
the
are
same,
both
so why
cats, but the lion and the tiger is not hanging out. They're different. So we are the same. We
They're
are
not
the
cutting
same.
each other throat
But we
either.
are different.
They're not cutting each other throat either.
Who's not cutting each other throat?
The lion and the
tiger.
baby cat and the
Yeah,
tiger
but the
and
lions
all
kill the
that.
lions and the tigers kill the tigers. But you know, what they say, proximity breeds familiarity breeds contempt. So fuck you.
Where's
So
my
when people
bell?
are together, and people I like, when they're around so much, I mean, you have people in the family, they live together and they fight.
Okay.
So it's not something that is black people don't monopolize these negative things. This is just people do things that live in proximity of each other. I mean, white people, they get along, and then one day one of them decide to go up to a school with a fucking automatic shotgun and start killing everybody. So this is not something that's problematic with us. I just feel like I shouldn't, and people who think like me should not be condemned. Because I don't have a problem with a white man that's saying that, you know what, I want my white daughter to marry a white man. Because I want my black daughters to marry a black man. I want my black daughters to bring me black children. That's not an issue.
That's what you want, right?
That's what I want.
So what if they bring you a mixed child?
A mixed child. Dogs are mixed.
Well, they got, you know what I'm saying.
You try it
It's
all the
interracial.
time.
It's never going to get to that point.
Okay, they're interracial dogs.
It's never going to get to that point.
How do you know?
Because ain't no white man going to be comfortable around my daughters after he meet me.
Well, he may never meet you.
Then they can't
Your
bring...
daughters probably know exactly how you are and know what your beliefs are, and it could be
And keep you in the closet,
My
baby.
daughters love their father, and they're going to want someone that they have identified with their entire life. They associate unconditional love with their very black father. So that is what they're going to seek out. They're not going to go out. And, I can tell you right now, my daughters they're not attracted to white boys. It just don't happen. I got 4 of them. This is just consistency there because I planted that seed as their father. I just don't believe that. You know, I should be condemned or anybody else should be condemned.
We're not condemning you. We're just saying, well, maybe you're doing a disservice to yourself because you're closed off.
How is it that I'm saying?
You're closed off.
How is it that I'm closed off? Because I choose to go. Look,
you might be limiting yourself.
Here's what happens. Trump, get the mic. Here's what happened. I got black hosts with me, right? Right? I decided to diversify and get rid of y'all black asses and bring in a white woman and a white gay dude. I just created a problem. Why?
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
I don't think you would have created a problem.
You've diversified our group.
First of all, you created a problem when you came here with that motherfucking jacket on. That was the first problem that happened.
Angie says no one's comfortable after meeting you. Agreed. It's you.
It's you.
You're the problem.
Don't listen.
You're the Antichrist.
You're the problem.
Don't look. The same people who talking that shit.
Look, he speaks uncomfortableness.
The same people that talk that shit is only doing that because
to make my neck great again.
They wanna be seen and they wanna be heard.
Make my waist small again.
Angie, I see you, and you don't believe that shit yourself. You don't believe that shit, so fucking stop it. Y'all the fucking worst, man.
We're gonna put together.
That's what panels are all about. We're not supposed to always agree with what the hosts believe.
We're gonna put together a contest to diversify. TJ's portfolio.
No, the fuck we not.
Going on a date with TJ.
No, we'll get Norman to have have a gangbang with women before we get me.
I think that would be great for you.
What would be great about it?
That would be great. Loosen you up a bit.
What would the purpose serve?
It would serve a purpose of making your shirts fit better.
I fucking hate you, yo.
Next, boom.
You don't get no sound effect for that bullshit.
I make my own damn sound effect.
You motherfucker get no sound.
Because Trump is late anyway.
Trump is not fucking with y'all on this. Trump don't believe. Trump, do you? I mean, grab the mic, bruh. Cause see, these motherfuckers gonna gang up on me every week. So I need you, like, as the president pro temp of the motherfucking show. Do you subscribe to any of this bullshit these two characters have said?
That you need to be friends with somebody outside?
That you need to diversify your portfolio?
No, not that you need to diversify. That it would probably be in your best interest.
How?
Just going through life.
How?
Just diversifying yourself.
He's afraid he's going to come back. My milk of magnesia.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to go out here and look for friends that are not black just for the sake of having a friend that's not black. If I have a friend that's not black, cool, but I'm not going to go out and look for thinking that, I think I need some friends that are not black. I'm not going to do that.
We didn't say that. He doesn't even open himself up to
any white friends or friends outside?
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So I think you need. So where did you meet them at? Let me. I'm just trying to make a point. Where did you meet them at?
I met one I've known ever since college. I met the other one actually through when they came to the other studio. I met them through there.
Did you go to college, TJ?
Yes, I did.
You had no white friends in college?
I was in the black.
It was only like 2.
You went to a hip cool.
I was the vice president of the Black Student Union.
You went to a hip cool.
I was very, very militant.
My milk of magnesia. That's
you have somebody. You have Trump over here who actually can attest that he has white friends. So here's the thing. So what have you gained by having white friends? Just anything it could possibly be. What have you gained by having white friends?
Nothing really.
Nothing.
I can't. We go out, we laugh, we chill, we drink.
Y'all don't just talk about shit and you be like,
who pays?
Yeah, we do, but I mean, they haven't taught me anything I don't.
Who pays?
Know.
You go drink. Who pays?
I pay for me, and he pays for him, and they pay for
lies and deceit.
Let me say this.
So we saying you need to get some white.
I'm a person If I'm gonna,
even your goddamn mic man got.
I don't give a fuck about what he do.
I didn't go out looking, but see, I didn't go out looking for white friends.
This is the same motherfucker that had us in here burning up last week, so I really don't take his shit serious.
And had he had a wand,
then what you asked me to get on the mic for?
Carlos, then we would have had that air on point.
Listen,
get your wand, get your Carlos.
I'm a person
that
have.
She's racist.
The question becomes. The question is not.
Diversify.
The question is not why I don't have white friends. The question would be why would a white person
want to hang with
a person who is black militant, who loves a person like Louis Farrakhan and Dr. Khalid Muhammad, who believes that South Africans,
white people like Farrakhan,
that white South Africans need to get the land back and get the fuck out. That believes that Native Americans need to rise up and start taking their fucking land back from white people. Why would a white person that would want to hang with a person like me?
Because they see your heart. Yeah. They see your heart and your hat.
What was your degree in college? Because it wasn't psychology.
No.
All right, shut the fuck up.
I read people, and I know you need friends.
Anyway.
You're dying on the inside. We're trying to revive you.
I am
cool. We're trying to revive you.
I'm cool on, first of all, I'm cool on friends. I don't need no new friends. We can do business. I can make some money.
A friend, but you want that coin, though.
Yeah. That's commerce and trade. I can do business with you, but I don't need you as a friend. Because I just... In my experience, I mean, I have whites that I socialize with, but as far as being a friend is concerned,
none of them are your friends.
None of them are my friends. I got black people that I hang out with regularly, that I travel with, and I wouldn't consider them friends. I would consider them associates. So when you say that's just to me, they're like, friend? No, fuck no.
Okay,
my friends I've known from the dirt.
Because I really don't do friends either.
You don't.
I do family.
You just do your ex-husband.
Thoughting and bopping. That's what we do. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Disgusting.
Give me a dozen of crabs. Yes, come on, boo. Bring the absolute. I'm game.
Anyway, y'all also tagged me for another thing. Well, y'all had a bunch of questions last week.
So so this segment is based off of us attacking you.
Well, I didn't feel attacked because, I mean, I was blowing y'all motherfucking
You're using
ass
attack, and that's a strong word there.
I mean, cool.
You
So
can't say attack.
Let me ask this question. Since you all seem to think that I need to be diverse in my portfolio, how many anti-homosexual male friends do you have?
A lot.
Anti-homosexual male?
A lot. A fucking lot.
That just hate gay men?
A fucking lot, but they fuck with me.
Boom.
A lot.
You fucking them, ain't you?
No, I'm not. But I got
more.
You
tried it.
I got more straight friends.
You tried it. You're not gonna keep coming for Norman because he got friends.
A lot.
Thank you for being a friend.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I know this motherfucker here. She's a fag hag. She's a stone cold fag.
Can you please be politically correct? Okay.
What would be politically correct? What's the politically correct word for saying fag hag?
Can somebody chime in, please?
You're a gay ally? I mean, what the fuck is it?
I'm gay advocate.
A gay advocate?
Yeah, I've been an
Do
ally.
you have friends that are very malicious and hateful towards gay people?
I don't.
Why not?
I don't, and I don't consider you a friend because you don't do friends. But no, and mind you, I must say that a lot because I talk with my hands. That's why.
What the fuck is all of that?
No, because I gotta let you know. You got to cue us to put our headphones on because they're working this week. We didn't know, but yes, a lot of my gay friends were very upset with you and your bashing
with me
of the community. Yes,
fuck them.
That's what we're not gonna do.
Fuck them.
That's what we're not gonna do.
If they gonna tune in, look, I don't understand. See, this is why. This is why I get
He really don't.
But I had to explain. Yes, because I know because he's earning his rainbow stripe.
Yeah, this is why I
and
get
he's getting a new color each week.
Norman comes to last.
You have to understand and know. You have to know TJ in order to understand where he's coming from. It's not that.
I'm an acquired taste. I'll be telling you right now.
He just doesn't like people.
But here's the thing. So, this is why I can fuck with Norman, and this is why. For anybody for all you homosexual fags,
you cannot say fag. That's a slur.
I'm just
That's
saying.
a slur.
Listen, it's a slur. But it's not any more offensive than when I say nigga, bitch, hoe, slut, kike. It's no offensive. It's no more offensive.
So you're going around the board.
Here, I'm going around the board. So when I say I fuck with Norman because Norman can laugh at all the jokes I make about everybody else. He can look and say, this motherfucker is offensive. He's saying this fucked up shit.
But when you say what you said, Norman stopped you too. He said, hold up, pump your brakes.
When I say something in relation to Norman being a gay man as a joke, he don't tense and bristle up.
That's different.
No, it's the same. It's bullshit.
But you say it with venom too.
No, I don't say it. No.
You say it with venom. That's the difference.
No, it's not. I don't say it with any more venom.
You spit all on your mic and everything.
I said fuck
like you were getting ready.
I say it with no more venom than what I say about anybody else. And if I'm funny when I'm talking about that person, and I'm funny when I'm talking about that person, and when I'm funny when I talk about that person, you can't get offended when it comes around to you.
But you ain't talk about Pill Bill like that, but we're not going to bring that up again.
I thought we said we won't bring that shit up no more.
But I'm saying, like,
because
Bill Cosby?
Yeah, you brought it up when you was making an analogy to the remark she was making about the ethnicity. You said something about
so I'm just saying, like, you didn't slur him and everything. So the difference is I have to stand up for my folks and let them know.
Yeah, and fuck them.
Just in case we got to line up.
Because here's the thing. When I talked about that corner of the cob, unpermed hair on the side of your head.
On that ass.
When I talked about that unpermed corner of the cob on the side of your head, they laughed at that shit. Because the joke was on you. But then once the joke is on someone in the gay community,
that's not a joke when you slur. That's not a joke. That's the difference.
It's a slur when I say bitch.
We can joke. We can joke about everybody, but there's lines.
Slurs. If you're gonna be upset about the slurs that are directed towards the homosexual community, then keep that same energy when somebody's saying black bitch. Keep that same energy when somebody's saying kike. Keep that same energy when somebody's saying Mexican. Because I know a lot of gay people.
I said you were white bashing too.
Who hear that shit and be like, oh, that's fucking hilarious because I feel that way. But then when it comes around, and that same person who has that same energy towards you with that slur, now all of a sudden you want to be offended. No, you're not offended. You're a fucking hypocrite. That's all it is.
I'm just saying.
So tell your gay friends. Tell your gay friends that I said, fuck them.
Y'all line up. Line up.
Come on, girls. Let's
line up.
Yes. Let's meet them outside over here on Greenbelt Road.
With the address.
Bring y'all mother back.
They gonna march
you better bring
your ass.
Bring y'all whips and shit.
You better get with the gays.
Bring your Vaseline and your scrunchies.
Gay pays. You tried it.
Look, we're gonna take a quick break.
They gonna bring a needle thread and tighten that shirt up on your back.
Bring that other color of the rainbow over here so we can tack it to his wall.
Fuck y'all. We're gonna take a break.
Put that pink on your wall.
We're gonna take some phone calls if y'all gonna call in this week. The number's 301-232-5700. We're gonna come back and talk about this vasectomy I had about 9 years ago. Because y'all had some goofy ass questions, which tells me that neither of you took a biology class.
I can't wait to talk about
it. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that because a lot of you motherfuckers, especially my cousin Keith, I know your motherfucking ass watching. You got 5 kids by 5 different women.
Oh, you throwing people out like that?
I put them out there.
I'm gonna need y'all call in. Do we got a number?
Y'all call in because
where's the number at? You got the sound effects. You playing Sanford and Son. Get that number up.
301-232-5700. If you want to be gay friends and you got some words for me,
that ass.
Call in. But don't think you gonna call in here and you gonna do some punk shit.
Read him for
because
blood.
The person that's on the goddamn boards, he gonna do what I tell him, and I'm gonna cut your motherfucking ass off. This is Streetz Is Talking Radio.
Rainbow his
we
ass.
will be
Come
right back.
Come for him.
Why beats?
to call the police on the black guy they lived in the same apartment building, and she pretty much blocked him from coming in the apartment and called the police on him, followed him up to his. She asked him to show her his key to the place. So she was policing the building, and she called the police. And the police actually came to his apartment, and she went on a rant again. And basically her employer saw the video, and she ended up getting fired. So that goes along with the barbecue lady.
Well, it was you forgot the other one. The lady in the Brooklyn bodega.
Yes, that's one that was recently
She said that the 9-year-old who brushed up against her walking past had reached out and grabbed her ass.
That one made me hot.
She lied and said that she was a police officer. She has not been arrested. Because at the end of the day, impersonating a police officer is an offense, a chargeable offense. So the Brooklyn DA is still wringing their hands about it. But white women, let me just, I want to ask you all politely, because this goes back to...
Y'all going down. Y'all can't keep charging people.
Why I don't have... And then y'all turn around and ask me why I don't have no white friends. White ladies, if you...
Just don't go to their apartment
building. You were as quick to dial 911 on your own son's when he locking himself in a room, you know, after he's gotten the box of the motherfucking ammunition that he bought, and the fucking fertilizer to make pipe bombs and shit. If you all was so quick to call the police on your own sons as you are, black people, random black people, for doing the most benign things, I would probably have fucking white friends. But since you don't, since you all still feel the need to use 911 as your complaint services, it's like your Dropbox. You know, like you had a Dropbox at the job, you know, you have complaints, put your suggestions here. Y'all call police on black people too much. And the fucked up part about it is, you know, we live in an environment where blacks are being seen on camera, executed, being unarmed. And y'all calling the police about any fucking thing. That lady called the police on a 9-year-old little boy who walked past her, and I think his book bag just brushed up against her. She lied and said he grabbed her ass. She lied and said that,
never heard her ass
sexual assault. First of all, bitch, you ain't got no ass. That's the first thing. Let's just be clear here. You got, you know, the mayonnaise is too much. And, you know, when you have people like this who sit at the table and try to make a case for why I should diversify and I should have white friends, and then we follow that up talking about white women calling the police on the black man for going in his fucking building, or white woman calling the police on a 9-year-old black child alleged that he sexually assaulted her when the camera shows he clearly didn't. And you really kind of making these two look like some goddamn fools.
No, because black people.
I'm looking like a sane person.
I'm gonna get back on that, but black people have me a little nervous. Like, I didn't grow up in the hood, but in certain places, I clutch my purse a little tighter too. Like, I'm just saying, I'm a little cultured now, so I'm afraid sometimes. Like, but I grew up in the hood, so like, yeah, I understand some things, but
yeah, I even do the wine. Like if I'm riding in Maryland, my windows down. I'm riding through Southeast. I roll them up.
Yes, let me go up North Capitol Street off the chain again.
Yeah, the hood.
Soon as I see them coming to big, I roll my window up. I'm sorry. Like, but like it's so some things like I can agree with, like, you know, if I feel a little intimidated, and you know, I'm not an easy person, like you're not gonna get over on me like that, but I don't want to put myself in a situation. But I don't go. Yes, exactly. We're culture, but I don't go accusing people either. And I think folks like that should have their phone like automatically blow up in their hand. Like she needed that hello 911 boof.
No,
that needed to go. Like she was out of control, out of order.
I think the proper response in that situation is for the mother of that child to push her child to the side and commence to whooping her motherfucking ass.
Take them rap snacks outside, baby.
You have terrorized this child.
Oh yeah.
You have threatened to call the police on him to have him. I mean, he's already conditioned based on what he sees in his own community with the interaction with the police, that be afraid of them. And you're making a false allegation against a child to call 911 and say that he sexually assaulted you. That mother should have put her hair in a ponytail and kicked off them shoes and whooped her ass on that fucking sidewalk. This is probably one of the problems that you deal with fucking gentrification. They come in and they bring their way. See, now when I say this, you all tend to be like, okay, yeah, well, I agree. This is why they come into Brooklyn.
Are we talking about gentrification?
I'm talking about they coming into Brooklyn. They're gentrifying the area. And then what they're doing is they're making the people that have been lifelong residents in those areas so fucking uncomfortable. We have a noise ordinance down. Your noise is too loud. I'm calling the police. Or you outside working on your car. The homeowners association wouldn't allow that. You need to call the police. This is something that people have been doing in these black communities before you brought your lily white ass in here. So my thing is that why are you coming in and now because you're uncomfortable because you move into an area that's predominantly black and Hispanic, you're going to use the police as a force to act as a mediator for the most insignificant shit, a child brushing up against you in the store. His mama should have whooped. That's the solution. The solution ain't to keep giving them these little cute names, Bodega Becky, Car Wash Carol, or Grill Jill. No, whoop they motherfucking
Becky
ass.
about to have an EBT too because she out of job.
When they do this shit in front of you, give them my mother always said, you know how we all know in the black community where the mother said when she whooping your ass, shut up, I'm gonna give you something to cry about.
But see, that would have changed the whole.
Give you something to call the police about.
They would have changed the whole.
Stump your motherfucking
headline.
ass out. I'm gonna scar you so motherfucking bad that not only after you call the police, you gonna pack your shit up and you gonna get the fuck from away from us.
But see, that would have changed the whole headline, and that would have put a scar on the entire situation, and it would have been a negative impact for black folks, even though. Because next the headline would have been black woman beats a white woman for alleging her child. So it would have changed the whole story.
If you are so bold,
sometimes you gotta.
No, you don't.
The other cheek, and I might not have been the one for that.
That's a slave mentality. Turn the other cheek. Ain't nobody motherfucking turning shit. When somebody does something to this country, we send the whole motherfucking arsenal at their motherfucking ass. But when black people have something done to them, the first thing somebody want to do is put a camera and they say, well, do you forgive the person for coming into church and shooting up everybody? Do you forgive that person? But when you ask the white family, what do you ask them? Do you believe justice was served? There's just a fundamental way that we look at things differently. And I'm thinking that people are getting too fucking competent. No, people are getting too fucking comfortable coming around black people and violating us. We've made it so comfortable and so fucking easy because the only thing we're going to do is pull out a fucking camera and say, look, oh, that's Barbecue Becky. Barbecue Becky should have got her ass dragged out to the fucking open river and thrown the fuck in.
Because that would have looked good.
Fucking comfortable.
That would have been a whole totally different situation. No, because then you would have been one. You wouldn't have been on the line marching in Baltimore and all that.
What is changing though?
Like we got to find a different way.
We find it. We're doing it. Look, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. We doing the same thing. We videotaping these people. They're going viral, and yeah, maybe one or two of them may lose.
Who said that was the solution?
But I'm saying that's not the solution. The solution is the only way you're gonna stop a person from violating you is you make them not as comfortable doing it.
Okay, and on that case, she done lost her job. The next person might
gonna get a GoFundMe with about $40,000 in it.
That's what they do. That's what they do. But at the same token, Mr. Lyft driver got a GoFundMe and got almost $20,000 too. So it's not just white folks getting a GoFundMe.
Here's the thing, white people. I want you to look at me.
But you know what? There were other nationalities. I ended up going to his GoFundMe page too.
Yeah.
And I saw the people that was contributing to it, and it was like all different nationalities.
Right.
Let me.
There are people that still think right is right and wrong is wrong.
Let me say this, white people. Get a good look at my face.
Race involved or anything.
Get a good goddamn look at my face.
Yeah. Can you zoom out? Can you get his whole face, please?
Zoom in. Look at my face, white people.
Get his whole face.
I'm gonna look y'all directly.
These are his
in the camera.
views. TJ,
I'm gonna look
Chicago
y'all right
kid.
in the camera, and I'm gonna say this.
Too much neck.
All of us are not the same. You're not always gonna get that passive, docile Negro that takes out his camera and videotape you and let you violate them and let you go on about your business. See, me personally, when she came to my apartment door, my camera would have turned off, and then I would have snatched her funky ass in and destroyed my goddamn apartment with her ass,
like that,
and then threw her motherfucking ass out. So I want y'all to know, there is a segment of this community that will fuck y'all up. And
I don't agree with him.
When y'all coming.
To the people with real jobs, I don't agree with him.
Norman Sly does not believe in what he's saying.
Thank you. We do not
right
subscribe to this foolishness that TJ with the fat neck is over here talking about. You zoomed in and you look just like Busta Rhymes.
We're really diverse, and we don't believe in that shit.
You cannot keep violating the humanity of black people. My question to y'all is, what is it eventually you want us to do?
It's not all white people, please.
What is it you want us to do when you keep violating us? That shit eventually ain't gonna work out like you think. And I'm the right motherfucker.
They want you to diversify yourself.
I'm the right motherfucker to
assimilate.
Hey, Asian men, can you beating up on black women in your little funky ass shops? I'm the right motherfucker to do it in front of. Hey, white men, when you catching black women in a parking lot that's pregnant and you walking on them in a threatening manner, I'm the right motherfucker to do that shit with. Hey, white ladies, when you want to just call the fucking police for no fucking reason at all, I'm going to take that fucking phone and I'm going to shove it up your ass.
So you have the attitude of a vigilante, I see.
But what are you going to say to the black men and black women who violate their race?
That's in-house. We handle that in-house.
No.
We handle that in-house.
I don't believe that.
What y'all just did was, what about black on black crime, this issue?
Yeah, so I mean, speak to every. Oh, we gonna keep ours under the rug.
We gonna deal with ours in house. I just don't want nobody to feel comfortable enough to come in our community and do this fuck shit. That's why your fucking screen is fucked up.
I mean, that's this Banji show right here.
Anyway, you know Trump got motherfucking Windows 96 on his fucking computer and shit.
Yeah, so yeah, if you're gonna speak to all people.
Hey, well, you know,
speak to all people.
It is what it is. So the next thing I want to talk about, these motherfuckers were surprised that I had a vasectomy.
No, we're not surprised.
I got a vasectomy.
We would go fund me that.
April 23rd, 2009.
And
if
that
you
might
don't
be
know,
part of his frustration.
It is.
I got
because the white man cut his fucking nuts.
Yes, you got to snip. You're missing a piece of ball.
He works out of Providence Hospital in Washington D.C.
What's the doctor name?
Dr. Gerald Baytips. He works out of Providence Hospital in Washington D.C. Black doctor. I only fuck with them. And I had a vasectomy. So Norman is in the parking lot last week as we leave, asking me the most fucking uninformed questions. So I'm gonna open the floor to the questions. If you're still gonna call in 301-232-5700.
We're talking about TJ's balls right now, okay?
His balls don't produce.
Happened?
Yes, I told you this show is fugazi. It's janky. Like it says the video is unavailable. We need our people. Can y'all hear us? Chime in.
Somebody probably reported.
Yes. You playing with the gays. You playing with the gays, so they got our show cut off.
And you're playing with our white brothers and sisters.
Okay.
If you refresh the screen, it's right there. You got to refresh the screen. See. Get your shit together. Oh, wait a minute. Is this? Yeah, this is live. Okay,
yes. So, Scott got our ass turned off. Okay.
We had this thing. Your shit just fucked up. You got that cheap ass.
You keep playing with the gays.
What, they waiting outside for?
They waiting outside. They cutting this show down.
Not that he needs to know, because Norman, he ain't trying to make no kids. He's not sticking his penis in a woman. Wait a minute. Have you ever had sex with a woman?
Yes, I have.
Her pussy wasn't shit.
No, it's just I didn't. I wasn't into that.
If you are the woman that gave Norman
basura,
and he's sitting here gay,
that pussy told me I need ding-a-ling.
It's basura for my Spanish folks. Yes, pussy, all garbage.
Your pussy drove him into the booty hole of another man. So
you tried it. Who got the garbage box?
Your shit is horrible. But yeah, I had a vasectomy. Me and my ex-wife.
Round of applause for that.
After my son was born, you know, we took a year off, and she decided that she didn't want to have no kids. And video playback interrupted. Please try again. This shit is fucked up.
Somebody reporting that shit.
That's what I'm saying, because you keep bashing. They're going to shut our show down before we even get established.
And just think about this, the first time this happened.
Right?
So we on Rip Radio.
You trying to, like I said, you messing me up. I'm trying to get an Illuminati. You know,
Rip Radio Network, the page. We still on there. So
take him.
Put this back up.
Got my sacrifices lined up.
But right now,
so you had the vasectomy.
I had the vasectomy, and it's been the best thing in the world. My need to purchase condoms ain't the same.
That has nothing to do with you getting your balls snipped.
I didn't say I stopped. See, look at this shit. This is your fucked up ass goddamn internet. This is my
Sprint.
My need to buy condoms was different. So before it was for birth control and to prevent STDs. Now I don't have to worry about the STDs.
That was the whole logic was just so
you don't have to worry
idiotic.
about the STDs?
No, I'm still concerned about the STDs, but I don't have as big a.
You're not thinking about the kids though.
That.
Like,
Let's just be fucking honest.
put your head back.
People ain't using condoms like they used to because Magic Johnson ain't died.
Shut up.
Can we agree with that?
No, hell no. That was stupid.
That's bullshit.
That's dumb.
Motherfuckers are not worried about fucking STDs like they used to because Magic Johnson is still walking around here
Use
healthy.
a damn lie.
Shit. Now that they know motherfucking AIDS can't kill you?
Where you come from? What planet? Yes. So we can send you back.
Look, it's motherfuckers.
This is not. We're not going to subscribe to this foolishness.
It is motherfuckers who will meet a total
please protect
stranger
yourself, people.
Right now.
Strap it up.
And run up in them raw because they know that AIDS ain't killing nobody no more. AIDS is a pussy now.
We are not promoting unsafe sex, you guys.
I'm not
absolutely
promoting
not.
unsafe sex, but at least I'm
you don't like people. You out here screwing raw.
Yourself.
Like you don't like condoms.
You don't like nothing.
You don't like kids. Like what's up?
What? I'm still mad that this motherfucking YouTube is fucked up.
One of your balls is retracted. Like
see, this is I'm
then put your balls up in your stomach.
It's because you.
That's why you're uptight. Your balls is in your chest.
Sensitive ass homosexuals
on your nose. Watch they come down.
Your balls is in your nose. That's where it's at. It's in your neck. That's why your neck is swollen.
All I'm saying is that you Norman asked me, he was like, well, do you shoot blanks? I mean, yeah, nigga, I'm shooting blanks. Ain't no sperm in it.
Is it gray that come out? Is it dead? It's gray.
The same color.
Like what?
Yes.
I mean, I didn't know that.
Is it tinted?
How do you not know that?
Because I've never had a vasectomy.
You got a penis, motherfucker.
Yeah, I got nuts too.
Didn't you?
I got balls too.
So like So what's the purpose of like getting a snip? Like so you still have semen.
The purpose of me getting a vasectomy. Originally,
give us the
originally was because
breakdown.
I have 5 children by 5 different women. I was a hoe in my lifetime. My ex-wife didn't want to have any more, and I didn't want her to have to get her tubes tied. That could lead to further problems that women have who get their tubes tied. So I chose to get the vasectomy. That was then. Now, my purpose for having this vasectomy is because I don't get court orders.
And you can be a whore.
For child support. I don't get late night phone calls saying that I missed my period. I don't have to worry if my pullout game is trash. If my pullout game is trash, I ain't got to worry about her motherfucking ass getting pregnant.
Clearly it was trash.
I literally had someone afterward call me and tell me that she was pregnant.
It's YouTube. It's a YouTube issue.
It's a YouTube issue?
That's YouTube TV and that's YouTube.
Fuck you, YouTube.
Oh, so where can the people go? Our YouTube.
If you want to go to the website, even the chat is down. Damn, YouTube is all fucked up.
That's it's because of you.
It's back up.
Like so TJ got us shut down.
I did not. YouTube is just
all
fucked
this
up
bashing, and now we're talking about his nuts being in his throat.
Look, my nuts are fine. My nuts is healthy,
and his sperm is pink.
Look, I advise all men. Look,
for the rainbow.
It's some painful shit that you're gonna go through for a little bit. But the pain of standing in that motherfucking courtroom or standing outside that courtroom trying to negotiate a low child support payment is a whole lot worse than that week that you're going to be down. I encourage every man who knows he's done having children, if you have medical insurance, they will pay for your vasectomy. And you can have the weakest pullout game ever. And
that's, that's interesting. I hate to cut you off.
What's that?
You were talking before about if they were gonna like repeal a pill or whatever abortion.
Abortion.
Yes, but you're all for the snip of vasectomy. That's pretty much on the same. Yes, it's pretty much on the same level. You just want a thought. That's it.
That is the most ridiculous shit.
It's the same shit. Like you're stopping yourself.
You just cut the breathing.
You're stopping yourself. Pretty much.
Yeah.
This is what you call a Jordan.
You cut off the slide.
This is such a fucking reach that y'all just tried.
I'm just saying. No, wait.
That was a good reach.
That was very much an educated.
No fertilization if a sperm has not made contact with an egg.
It's the same thing. It's
sperm in a man's balls is completely useless in the fucking reproduction process.
An egg is useless too until sperm hits
unless you fucking a woman.
An egg is useless as well until the sperm hits.
Okay, so what I'm saying.
So you've pretty much done the same thing.
So basically, are you asking me?
You just aborted 20 million or 30, 40 million.
And you're shooting out more in one shot.
Look, let's understand what abortion is.
Thank goodness for you killing all these little TJs. But
to the motherfucking clinic and sticking her feet in some stirrups and get a speculum stuck up her ass and they crushing the damn baby and vacuuming it out. That is abortion.
Not
abortion
all the
is
time.
Not a man jacking his dick off in a sock. Abortion is not a woman bleeding off into her motherfucking pad. It is not the fucking same. So stop trying to make that correlation.
No, it's pretty much
what
the same.
I did was
you did the same thing.
I'm being
Look
a
at
responsible adult.
You sweating.
And not wanting to pull out.
You sweating.
And because I don't want to pull out, and I don't want to make babies that have to be taken care of.
We're going to start marching. We're going to start marching around doctor's office.
I get the vasectomy.
We're going to march around the doctor's office.
Majority of the time you have sex without a condom. With whatever women you having sex with.
No, not a majority of the time, but if I do decide to have sex with a woman and we make that grown adult decision,
really,
we both know that there's not going to be a baby that.
So that's really
there's always a chance that you can get an STD. You can get an STD quicker than that whole.
You can get an STD kissing a motherfucker in the mouth.
Yeah.
You don't have to have sex.
So why are you still not wearing a condom though? So you don't even know what you're promoting.
I didn't say I was promoting.
You
what
backtracking.
I'm saying is what I said was before I was so rudely interrupted by the penile game.
The pull-out game can be weak.
If a man is done having children and he know he doesn't want to have any more children, I encourage all men to go out and get a vasectomy.
And if they get a vasectomy, I'm with you because if they get a vasectomy, you don't have to worry about a woman getting an abortion.
To them to get a vasectomy so that they won't be having no more fucking kids, but then they actually taking a greater risk of getting a STD.
No, because just because you get a vasectomy doesn't mean you got to go out raw dogging.
At what point in this conversation?
You need to be correct.
Have you not said always protect yourself even if you get the vasectomy?
That's what I'm saying.
You don't
use that as excuse to raw dog.
Too good raw dog.
Boy,
so that's exactly why you're always not protecting yourself.
Don't y'all listen to his dumb ass.
I wasn't always
protecting myself. Don't y'all do it.
But the point is, if you gonna
he said he went to college. I don't think he graduated.
And this is what I'm saying. Don't make a non sequitur argument. Look it up and come to a conclusion.
What you say about a secretary?
Come to a conclusion that I'm not making. What I'm saying is, if a man is done making children and he has no desire to impregnate anyone, to raise any more children, to be in court for child support, I encourage these same men to go out and get a vasectomy because condoms break. I know from personal experience that condoms break and children are produced.
No condoms.
It happens.
I do.
Especially when you bitches had them cheap ass Durex condoms that aren't properly lubricated.
That's because you deal with the
amount of friction, them motherfuckers pop.
You deal with the dusties. But I would rather a guy get a vasectomy than a woman have an abortion. It's less invasive.
Oh, okay.
So I would rather that. But if y'all get it snip, you ain't got to worry about the lady being at the clinic. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you on that, but don't use that as an excuse to be out here raw dogging because you got snipped.
First of all, I didn't say
you did just say, oh, it's better feeling when it's raw.
He forgot what he said. I think the clipping of his testicles.
Audience
yes, you missing that little snip, that little extra piece.
Yeah.
Audience
they need to tie back together. If they tie back together, he might start having white friends. I'm telling you right now.
If anybody out there finds TJ's extra piece, please bring it back.
The little cord that went to the scrotum sack. That's what y'all got.
Bring his little extra piece back, please, so he can loosen up.
There is not a man in the listening audience who will disagree with the fact that pussy feels better without a condom than it does with. It's just that pussy comes with complications when you don't wear a condom.
Excuse me, sir.
But it definitely feels better.
I beg to differ.
Penis come with complications too. I'm just saying I'm not fucking no penises. I'm only worried about mine.
You are the complications,
pussy feels a lot better, and is a lot more. See, you probably fucked up with a condom.
People, please wrap it up. Wrap it up. Protect yourself. Please don't listen to
Always
DJ.
protect yourself.
Please understand, if you get them same drugs Magic got, you ain't got to worry about it.
This is what we're not going to do. This is what, and you call yourself an educated individual.
I am educated.
This is not what we do.
See, this is what people do. People get on and they front.
I'm not fronting.
I am the motherfucker right now, Trump. I can send you my motherfucking latest STD results right now.
You done had some close encounters of the third kind. Okay then. Okay then. You done had some close encounters of the third kind.
You want to tell the story? You want me to tell?
I'm just saying.
We got a few minutes left.
He done had some Nestle Crunch encounters.
So what B is talking about,
and that's why you got to keep going to get a checkup and whatnot. So please, people, do not listen to him.
Okay, because she trying to throw me under the bus.
I'm just saying.
I had a
you
friend
ain't gonna fit,
over.
but go ahead.
I had a friend over.
How long ago?
This was years ago. I had a friend over, and I was on the phone FaceTiming somebody. And she was like, ooh, I want to watch y'all do the nasties. This is shit I used to do back in the days before I got back in the church.
We know you don't go to church.
Nigga, shut up. So I'm letting the chick watch her, bop me off, right? So she like, I want to see y'all do the whole thing. So I'm like, I'm trying to hold the phone, but I'm like, this ain't working. I'm going to have to call you back. Boop. By this time, she's on her hands and knees. She ain't got nothing on, and the lights is on because I turned the lights on for old girl to see, but I can't hold the phone and I can't function like this, right? So I put the phone down and I look, and she got this cluster. You ever seen the bottom side of a Nestle Crunch? She got this cluster of Nestle Crunch bumps on her butthole. So I'm like, you got an issue going on back here. She like, take a picture of it and let me see.
This is what he deals with, and he's gonna tell you all.
Hold on, the girl said told you to take a picture.
Take a picture and let me see.
This is the caliber that he deals with.
Pull the picture up that I took and hand her the phone. She's like, oh, I don't know what that is. When she turned around and handed me the phone, I am completely dressed. I got all my motherfucking clothes on, shoes, socks. The whole fucking...
What was it, like genital warts?
No, the bitch was having a herpes outbreak on her butthole.
Oh.
So she says, oh, you scared of my bumps? And I said, yes. Yes, I'm scared of your bumps. So she gets up. I guess she was offended.
But he's promoting the raw dog, okay? Hey, don't listen to this guy.
You probably was gonna run into her. But you was gonna run up in her raw.
He probably was.
You probably was gonna run up in her butthole.
You know what? I don't even know what the situation was.
Tell this audience to wrap it up, please.
How did you get to the butthole? How did you get to the butthole and not go straight for the pussy? If you wasn't going to the butthole.
No, the light.
You was gonna bump up against something.
Remember, I'm turning the lights on so this chick that I got on the phone can see.
Right.
So she's positioned to get ready to get it. So when I go back there, my eyes zero straight in on
the butthole.
This Nestle Crunch. And this is somebody I was messing with.
Close encounter.
How many
of the
times
third
have y'all been fucking around?
We had been messing around for a minute.
Before you saw it.
We even got matching tattoos. I got this we both got matching tattoos at my tattoo party.
Did y'all get matching tests?
Huh?
Did y'all get matching tests?
I had tests.
I
had tests.
You worried about a tattoo.
And then I said to her, like, she left. So like 2 or 3 days later, I hit up. I'm like, she's like, hey, what's going on? I might swing through. And I'm like, hey, did you go get that checked out? She's like, what are you talking about? I said, that cluster bumps. She said, oh, when I got home, they was gone.
You had the antidote.
So on that note, that's the last time I've seen her. That's pretty much the last time I've interacted with her.
Y'all got matching tattoos, though.
But I dodged a bullet. I'm not gonna sit here like some people and act like.
But that's why it's important that you tell folks. You don't go out there and promote unsafe sex.
And then you don't go get matching tattoos.
You can wrap it up, or you can go and get that medicine. Did
you get your tattoo of a Nestle Crunch wrapper?
Clean that shit right up. Your son might be a 6'7" sissy, but you still won't have that stuff. Look,
you are trying it. That's so. You know what? This might be my last day of this show because you know what?
She lying.
This is what we not gonna do.
Look, we glad you all joined us again this week. This was a fucked up show. We ain't really talk about shit, but it was entertaining. No,
because you didn't steal any paper from Kinko's this week.
Get back on us. So this whole segment was about you attacking us.
Well, we did,
and you still didn't do a great job.
I really didn't even get on you about that damn jacket.
Yeah, and we didn't even talk about real estate either.
Oh, we didn't even talk about real estate. Look, okay,
but you talked about crunchy butts.
We can talk about that next week.
Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at _B Johnson. That's BEE.
So creative.
Johnson, yes.
Norman.
That's
Norman
it. Don't Google
is
me.
an outstanding. He might be gay.
There
but
you go.
If you could get past the nut hugging jeans and slacks, the high heel boots, because he go out, he be in one of those like he wear boots and shoes like Prince in the motherfucking.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare come for the purple one. Don't you dare.
Well, Norman, where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Norman Sly Hawkins. You can also find me on Instagram at Norman Sly Realtor.
And if you have any real estate concerns or questions in the Maryland, D.C. area, he will sell your shit. He will help you buy shit.
Yes.
And
I will help you invest too.
He will help you invest too. We'll cover that on the next show because B just she fucked that shit all up.
And because I'm going and thotting and bopping with my husband tonight.
And you can find me in a normal spot on Instagram at TJ_the Chicago Kid. You can find me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter a lot more under Jokes Galore. That's how you spell it, Jokes Galore. And I
wrap up your keyboard.
I get kicked off Facebook too much, so you're just gonna have to figure out how to find me there.
Don't you want to tell them to? Don't you want to promote safe sex?
Yes.
Before we go off there.
Put on some gloves before you type underneath his.
But if you ain't gonna put on some condoms,
no, there's
Twitter.
What you do is you rub some motherfucking Robitussin on your dick before you stick it in there,
mercy.
and that's it.
Don't put some Windex on it.
This is Streetz Is Talking Radio show. We will be back in 14 days because next week we off, right? Right.
We off on the 30th.
Gosh, this is
okay. We back next week. Fuck it, we'll be back. We'll see y'all next week, and then we'll give Norman his segment because I know y'all got some questions. So we'll see y'all in 7 days, bitches. Peace.